So we are just going to finish up worksheet, notes 2.1. Again, we're on the same page where we did this problem, number 14, and we're asked to refer back to it for number 18. It says, use problem number 14, answer the following. So remember, that was the triangle that was reflected over the y-axis. This is our question number 14. So let's go and answer these questions. Is the pre-image and the image in isometry? Yes. Okay, reflection is always in isometry, so the answer is yes. The measure of AB, in this case, is equal to the measure of A prime, B prime. Okay, check your diagram just to be sure you know what that means. The measure of BC, or the distance between B and C, is equal to the measure of B prime, C prime, and the measure of AC is equal to the measure of A prime, C prime. So lengths are preserved. The measure of angle A, we didn't talk too much about angles in reflections, but let's take a look at this. So the measure of angle A is this angle, and the measure of angle A prime is this angle. You can see these angles look the same, just as angle B looks like angle B prime, and angle C looks the same as angle C prime in terms of their measure. And that's true also because we did mention that reflection is an isometry, and we talked about the fact that an isometry not only preserves lengths, but it also preserves angle measures. So we've got the measure of angle A is equal to the measure of angle A prime, the measure of angle B is equal to the measure of angle B prime, and the measure of angle C is equal to the measure of angle C prime. And we have a conclusion that since reflection is an isometry, okay, or we could say a synonym would be a rigid transformation, right? A rigid transformation, but isometry, because it's shorter, is probably preferred a bit. So, but since reflection is an isometry, then length and angle measure, or angle measures, are preserved. And then the last few questions, and you may see slight differences between the version of what I'm using and what's in your packet, and you can cross out whatever words don't appear in your packet that don't appear in my copy over here. But the proper way to ask the question is to ask, what is the orientation of the pre-image in problem 19? So the pre-image is the triangle in black. So going from A to B to C, back to A, we're moving in a counterclockwise direction, right? We're going in a counterclockwise direction. So we would say the orientation of the pre-image is counterclockwise. The orientation of the image itself, which is A prime, B prime, C prime, from A prime to B prime, from B prime to C prime, from C prime back to A prime, is a clockwise movement. So the orientation of the image is clockwise. True or false? Orientation is preserved in a reflection. False. It's reversed. It's not preserved, it's reversed. And then finally, our last question, true or false? If figure Z is reflected to figure Z prime, an isometry will always occur. Yes, reflection is always an isometry.